Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And this is the homework for today. The name of the homework lesson is for the second debt. Alright, and the understanding of the second debt. Okay. Now, what is the first debt? The first debt, we had to understand what the first debt was to understand the second debt. Alright, so I'll go and get some precepts on the first debt. This is, now, let me say this. The second debt is not Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. That is not the second debt. Alright, where Yahushua say, fear not them that are able to kill the body, but are not able to kill the spirit, but fear him which is able to kill both body and spirit in hell. Now, it have a fella in my work who does say that talking about the death of the spirit. No, it's not the death of the spirit, because why? The spirit don't die. The Most High don't kill no spirit. You know what Yahushua was saying in other words is hell. The Most High could put your body, he could take that same spirit and put it in a jacked up body right back on the earth. Alright? And how you in hell for the rest of your life living on the earth through the process of reincarnation, but that's a different topic. So, I'm going to read this. This is on the first death, right? This is Genesis chapter 6, verse 8. It says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. Alright? Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. Jump into verse 11. It says, the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence, same as today. Right now, the earth is corrupt before the Most High and filled with violence. Verse 12. And when the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said, which I believe that there is that God, there is powers. Let me just look it up. Yeah. Allahayam, yeah. Powers. The powers or the judges or the gods, right? So the powers that speak in there. And the powers, or I would say the Most High still, said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Now, did the Most High destroy the whole earth back then? No, he didn't destroy the whole earth back then. Three people who talking about the earth going to be destroyed. The earth ain't going to be destroyed. Alright? The entire earth, that is. Jump into verse 17. It says, and behold, yes, no, right, verse 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. So that was the flood. Alright? Everything that in the earth shall die. Death. So in other words, that was the first death. That was the first time the Most High judged the earth on a major scale. Alright? That was the first time Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, but it was Yahweh, judged the earth on a major scale and brought mass death upon the earth, because the deeds of men were evil. Alright? So the Most High did that. Now this Genesis chapter 9 verse 11. and it says Genesis 9 and 11, and I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Alright? And the power said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. Alright? And that's where he make the rainbow. But the Most High say that it have no more time that he going to destroy the earth by flood, by waters, by rain. Because what he did, he caused the rain to fall on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And the earth was flooded and everybody in the earth drowned except Noah and the 7 that were with him, his 3 sons and their 4 wives. Alright? So that was that time when mass death was on the earth, which would be considered the first death. Okay? That would be considered the first death. Now, I'm going to next precept here. There is 2 Peter chapter 3. I read from 1. It says, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken of before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Saviour, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, and the day of reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So the first time when that break down the first death. The first death was whereby, when in verse 6, whereby the world that then was, which I just read, being overflowed with water, perished. That was the first death. Alright? That was the first death. Verse 7 say, but the heavens and the earth which are now, meaning the rulership and the kingdoms which are now, the standard which is now, alright? That is what he's talking about. The rulers of now, the heavens and the earth, and the people, meaning the people who rule in the earth now, the wickedness what going on in the earth now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire. So that go and be the second death, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Alright, so the first death was the water. The second death is the fire. Is Revelation 21 verse 8. And it says, but the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers. Alright, so if high priest, well, brothers, you know who is high priest. I ain't going to say it. And sorcerers, and idolaters, and liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. The lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. That is the United States of America being on fire. Alright? That is what that is. That is the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone. Because when you read Revelation 7 and verse Revelation 17 select and verse 8. Yeah, Revelation 17 verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Meaning, it was in power, and then it fell, and then it going to ascend out of the bottomless pit. Which the bottomless pit is Europe. The beast was the Roman Empire. It fell for 1,000 years, and it came out of Europe, being America, the United States, and go into perdition, destruction. The word perdition means destruction. And go into perdition. Apoleia, destroying, utter destruction, perishing, ruin, destruction. Alright? That is what perdition means. Apoleia.
Strong's G 684. Apoleia. Apoleia.
Right? So, that is the lake of fire will go and be burning with brimstone. That is when Yahweh Shai come to judge the earth. And I'll go and read 2 more precepts and close. These Isaiah 66 verse 15. And it says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. Alright? That is the second death that's speaking about. This is Luke chapter 12 verses 48. And it says, no, not 48, 49. It says, written in red, so that is Yahweh Shai speaking. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? Alright? There's fire, that is the second death. Fire. Okay? Matthew 24 verse 37. And it says, but as the days of Noah were, and we now read about Noah, that was the first death, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So if the Son of Man go and come with fire, Noah is the first death. And when the Son of Man coming, it's going to be fire, that is the second death. For as in the days of Noah that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came, and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So these people going to be doing the same thing, which they're doing now, until when Yahweh Shai rain fire from the heavens and destroy the earth, meaning the rulership of the so-called white man, mainly America, which is the second death. And the scripture also that Makazah gave, Revelation 21 verse 14, and death and hell, which is the rulership of Esau. Alright? Esau really and truly, because he's the harbinger of death and hell, were cast into the lake of fire, which cuts the hell doctrine. This is the second death. That is the second death. So the first death was when Noah and the flood, with Noah and the flood. Alright, that was the first death, when the Most High destroyed the earth with water. And the second death is when he destroyed the earth by fire. And hopefully you get the point and are on point with the homework. Alright, so Shalom Barakatah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah Makim. Shalom.